So what's going on, guys? My name's Ash and welcome back to a brand new video on the channel today. I hope you guys are all having a great day so far. Now in today's video we're going to be talking about why I think FIFA 19 desperately needs a patch more than any other FIFA game in history. This is not a hate video, it is completely constructive and my opinion. Just a quick disclaimer, this video does not mean I don't like the game, because that is completely not true. I am actually quite enjoying FIFA 19. There's just a few things I wish they would tweak, just to make the gameplay that bit more consistent and a bit more smooth. If in the rare chance that anybody from EA does actually watch this, just know that, I'm not making this to hate on you guys or bash what you've done. I'm just stating my opinion and giving my feedback as to how you can improve the game. Anyways, before we get into the video, I know some of you get annoyed at this, but I would appreciate it if some of you guys could drop a thumbs up on the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new so you never miss out on any videos like this one, and also turn on post notifications so you are notified when a video goes live, otherwise you will never see what I post on the channel. First things first, guys, the gameplay you're seeing in the background is from like my first day of playing. I didn't even change my ultimate team name at this point, so don't judge me too much off this gameplay. It is very early. Obviously I have improved a bit, but yeah, a bit irrelevant. That's just in case somebody wrote down the typical comment, you're just complaining because you're bad. So I'm going to do something a bit different today. Let's start off with the positives of FIFA 19. So what do I actually like about FIFA 19? Well, I like the fact that pace isn't your only option in the game, and it punishes you if you just try to abuse pace all of the match. This is truly something I've wanted for a long time, because there's nothing more annoying than just having somebody with a 90+ pace player just literally running through your team with absolutely no skill whatsoever. It really does require you to think about your attacks a lot more and really put together some nice passes, and I fully support this. There is a minor tweak though that I would like. I think attackers should be a little bit quicker when they receive the ball, just because it just takes them so long to get going. I have noticed that, but other than that, I think pace is absolutely fine and does not need changing. And yeah, I'm really enjoying this change to FIFA 19. I also really enjoy the dynamic tactics and really being able to customize how you play, because you can actually use this to your advantage, and it seems to actually make a difference this year. If you tell your team to press, they will press. If you tell them to drop back, they will drop back. If you want to keep possession, they'll keep possession. They will do what you want, and this is really awesome, especially for, highly competitive games where, you just need the edge over somebody. This can really help you out, and it's one of like the cool aspects of FIFA that they've added. I also like division rivals and whatnot, because it's hyper competitive and you meet players that are actually your own level, meaning that you can actually improve at the game. I fully support this. My only concern or complaint with this mode is that because they've replaced seasons with this, there's not really a chill mode within Ultimate Team that you can play anymore, so it's all competitive and there's nothing to really relax on other than online single matches where you're not really playing for anything at all. Timed finishing is also pretty cool, as it can give you the edge over your opponent. If you actually take the time to master it, it can really get you out of a lot of sticky situations. There's even the few minor changes which I actually enjoy about the game as well, but you're probably wondering, if there's so many improved things about the game and there's so much I like, why do I think it needs a patch? And the truth is, guys, this game is probably less complete than FIFA 18, and you're probably thinking, hang on, FIFA 18 gameplay was absolutely awful. That's not what I'm saying. FIFA 18 actually had a consistent way to win games, a consistent way to play, and I don't see that in FIFA 19 due to certain things being unbalanced and overpowered. You could argue things like low-driven shots were overpowered in FIFA 18 and 17, but in my opinion, if you get into that position where you can really do that kind of shot, you deserve to score 9 times out of 10 because you've worked the ball into that position. If you're wondering what I'm comparing this to in FIFA 19, I'm comparing it to long shots mostly, and the 30-yard finesse shots which we've all probably conceded about 50 times already. The fact that I see people scoring more long shots, finesse shots from 30+ yards than simple 1v1s really bothers me, because 1v1s take skill to actually execute and get into play. Anybody can hit a long shot, anybody can take a pot shot from 30 yards out without really, playing against the opponent and working it through their defense. A 1v1, you have to pass it through them, cross it up the pitch, you really have to work it into the penalty area, and then you should have the best chance of scoring because you've actually earned the opportunity. And a 1v1 in football football should be the easiest type of chance to score, not a 30-yard screamer which happens once every 20 games. Let's compare 1v1s to long shots in terms of skill on a controller. A long shot, you just press circle or B. That's it. Or if you're doing timed finishing, you press it twice. And I don't think that warrants a 30-yard screamer going in every time you shoot either. Just because you've got timed finishing on and you know you've hit the ball again when it like hits his foot, so you know you time the shot or whatever, I don't think that means you should score every shot, because to be honest with you, it's not that difficult to hit a timed finish when you're taking a long shot. I'm actually getting used to it now, so I don't think it should go in purely based on the fact you've hit a timed finish anyway. But regardless, most people are scoring them even without doing timed finishing most of the time. So if you think about doing a long shot compared to a 1v1, a long shot is literally you pressing circle or B. That's all you have to do. A 1v1, you have to really work it up the pitch. You have to pass it through your opponent. You have to think about where you're going next. You really have to work the ball up the pitch. You can't just press shoot. So why should something where you can just press one button be so much better than really having to pay attention and be strategic in your play? This is the main complaint I have with this game, because it's so frustrating to just completely outplay your opponent and get loads of 1v1 chances and then just not go in because of how inconsistent, you know, finishing inside the box is, for your opponent just to go and hit a 30-yard thunderbolt, you know? The thing which bothers me most about all of this is that 1v1 finishing opportunities are actually so difficult to score, and I'm not even talking about the actual play-up part. I'm talking about the actual shot. It's just so difficult to actually score. Like, I don't know why goalkeepers turn into Superman. They'll save, you know, like so many of the 1v1 opportunities, yet when somebody takes a long shot, they just get nowhere near it. I don't really understand. You know, that's my main complaint with shooting. I wish they would buff players shooting in 1v1 opportunities, because I don't think the conversion rate is high enough, especially, you know, when long shots are this powerful. I just don't think it's balanced enough. Either nerf long shots or buff close range finishing. Next up, we're going to talk about AI defending, and this really bothers me. For those of you that don't know what AI defending is, it's basically where the computer will step in and do things for you, such as automatically tackle, they will lunge at the player, they will run out of position to go and intercept the ball, they will chase a player down. They will basically do most things for you, to the point where you don't even have to control your defenders. You could just literally run with a striker or something and still, you know, win the ball effectively. Now, if some of you guys can cast your mind back to FIFA 17, you'll remember that AI defending was in the game, and it was quite annoying, you know. It really got to a lot of people and frustrated them. And the reason it's so annoying is because it just takes absolutely no skill, and even the worst type of player could use it and actually get a win against a good player. And that's the most frustrating thing about it. It massively reduces the skill gap, and it just makes it so, you know, the best player doesn't always win the games. Now, EA heard people's feedback on this and actually removed it in the start of FIFA 18. I don't know if you guys remember, there was a lot of goals at the start of FIFA 18, yet because, you know, even more people complained about, you know, the amount of goals being scored and the fact that they couldn't defend, they actually brought it back, but not as badly, you know. It was still there, but not as badly as it was in FIFA 17. And then along comes FIFA 19, where at the capture event, apparently it was pretty decent, you know. It wasn't overtuned, it was pretty balanced, you know. You could still see the skill in defending, is from what I've heard. You know, people like Mike LaBelle was saying how defending was still pretty manual and whatnot. And then when the game drops, AI defending is as bad as it's ever been. Like, the computer literally does everything for you. I don't think I've ever seen anything like it. Like, I don't even have to touch my players, and the CPU will go and run after the player with the ball. Like, I can notice it for me and against me, and honestly, I don't even feel good when the AI, you know, blocks my opponent's shot off the line or literally stops them from running down the wing, even though I haven't even controlled them. Like, it's actually quite sad because I haven't done that. And the most annoying thing is that it actually punishes the people that are actually good at manually defending, because who is better at defending? A human who's prone to mistakes, or a computer who's programmed to actually get the ball off the player with the ball? And this is the problem, it just stops people from using their defenders and actually getting good at defending, massively reducing the skill gap, and makes you think, what's the point? You might as well play squad battles. And I do understand that there does need to be some sort of AI defending in the game, because if not, the game just wouldn't work properly. There's no way a human can control every single player on the pitch. You know, the AI has to do some things for you, but I think that AI should just get into simple positions, mark players, and that's about it. It should not be tackling for you, it should not be running out to intercept passes, it should not be doing anything as advanced as what it is doing now. And I understand that people it's allowing people to add pressure, and I think that's a good thing, but the problem is, it's just too overpowered. Like, it's one of those where it's a lose-lose, because if you have AI defending, then you're going to get a lot of pressure, meaning you can get the ball off people that are just passing it around the back, but at the same time it just doesn't take a lot of skill, and it just allows people to use their midfielders and not actually defend, and it makes the games pretty slow. But at the same time, if it wasn't there, people could just pass the ball around the back like in FIFA 18, and you wouldn't have a chance of getting it back whatsoever. So I think the logical solution would be for them to just tone it down a bit, you know, don't completely remove it, because it's obvious that they don't want to do that, and I don't want the game to be, you know, not fun for casuals either. I think they just need to find a balance between AI defending and manual defending, so good players are rewarded for using manual defending, but you know, the AI still allows you to apply pressure and that kind of thing. You know, it's difficult. I understand that it's difficult for EA, but you know, they really have to change it, because it's just not right in the current state that it is. It's just too overpowered. Now, the next thing I'd like to talk about is corners. These need to be fixed. They've been an issue for the past couple of years, but even more so this year. They're absolutely ridiculous this year. I feel more comfortable with a corner than I do with a penalty kick within FIFA 19, because I know if I get it to that front post on top of somebody like Van Dijk's head, or even just them flinging and do a bicycle kick at it, it's going to go in 9 times out of 10, because they've put some sort of modifier on volleys and headers, which just makes them so overpowered. They're literally unstoppable. They're like lasers. Straight up, I'm going to show you like 3 examples of what I'm talking about. I've scored so many of these goals that it's just ridiculous. Like, it doesn't even feel good to score that. Like, could you imagine if you saw a goal like that last year? It would just be outrageous. Here's another one with my other centre-back Rudiger. Like, it's not even a rare thing to score a bicycle kick from a corner with a full pelting cross. Like, I can't believe it. Like, yeah, it's pretty fun to do occasionally, but it's just not healthy for the game. That's not right. That should not be easier to score than a 1v1 opportunity. And you can see the last one there with Dele Alli, like, utterly ridiculous. This needs to change. Like, let's compare this to a 1v1 opportunity. See my point? Not really balanced, is it? Now, I do have so many other minor complaints as well. Well, they're not really minor, but, you know, the kickoff glitch, why is that still a thing? Like, pretty much every goal I score is cancelled out by somebody running up the pitch with a Vinicius Jr. and then whacking out a 30 to 25 yard finesse shot, top bins, no problem whatsoever. You know, and then just making me throw my controller at my wardrobe. Another thing, why is my player side-footing the shot when I've clearly put about 3 to 4 bars of power, you know, on the shot? That's not meant to be in the game. Like, it's more like, you know, he's playing golf and he's trying to put the ball into the 9th hole or something. You know, there's so many other minor things, like players booting the ball when you're trying to do a fake shot, or them chipping the ball when you want to do a low-driven shot, or players just not responding to passes, or players completely missing the ball when a pass is fired at them. Like, there's just so many minor things which you've probably already heard about or complained about, and you don't need me to go over. And I know I'm probably contradicting myself, because I did say in a previous video that the game would be good if they didn't patch it, but little did we know that there would be this many issues, and they just really need to fix them. EA, if you are listening, please do us all a favour and just fix the game, please. Like, the game itself is pretty decent. There's just a few tweaks that need to be made, you know, tone down the AI a bit, you know, balance shooting a bit, you know, just you know, fix the game up a little bit, polish it, you know, it'll be a good game, because other than that, I'm actually quite enjoying it, and I'm sure other people are as well, because I'm actually quite enjoying the actual style of the game. Like I said, it's not all about pace, so they have got a few good things going for it, and I do, you know, believe in this FIFA. I think it can be very successful if they get their act together. But anyway, guys, that's it for this video. I do apologize that it was quite long. I just really wanted to express my opinion on the game to you guys. It wasn't me trying to drag out the video, because I'd have ended it 5 minutes ago if that was the case. I really just wanted to say what I had to say, and if you guys have made it to the end of the video, just know that I really appreciate it and that you're awesome. But yeah, guys, if you have enjoyed the video, I would appreciate it if you could drop it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you are new, so you never miss out on any FIFA 19 content like this, and also turn on notifications so you're actually notified when a video is posted. Otherwise, YouTube won't actually tell you when my videos go live. Also, be sure to comment down in the comment section whether you are enjoying FIFA 19, and also be sure to let me know if there's any certain videos that you would like me to make. I do have a few restrictions right now, like I'm struggling to use like face cam, and I'm struggling to stream because I'm sure a few of you know that my computer actually blew up on release day for FIFA 19. Like, not literally blew up, but the power supply went literally at the worst possible time. I was planning to go live literally a couple of hours like after it happened. But yeah, things like that happen. It's being fixed now, and things will be back to normal, I promise. You know, things like this happen. But yeah. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video, and I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and I will catch you all later. Peace.